Oh, hi there. Hi there. How are you today? Great, that's great. I'm really glad you're doing however it is that you're doing. Unless it's bad, then I'm not glad about that. I have things to tell you about today, and if you think they're going to be interesting, you are wrong. But they're interesting to me. They're very important and interesting to me. Some things you may be interested to notice already here in the background, a beautiful, large poster of the state of California. That's where I live. That's where I'm from. It's beautiful. Let's pretend like it's a neat backdrop for this video and some way like sophisticated or something. Great. Let's move on. Okay. I have some interesting things in my life. They're interesting to me, meaning that they have to do with my own interests. And they're, the kind of thing that really I regard as a very poor taste to talk about in public. They're health issues. These are health issues that I have in my own life. My temporomandibular jaw, the TMJ, that's what that stands for, clicks and clacks. So sometimes people say they have TMJ. Well, everyone has a TMJ, but what they mean is that their jaw, all's not well with their jaw. So my jaws clench and it's not so nice. And so that's one. And then I have this other thing. So my nose, the back of my nose dries out when I sleep. I sleep on my back. As a kid, I loved to sleep on my belly, and I don't know if maybe that's what kind of like maybe doing so with my head off to the side, maybe that's what messed up my jaws in the first place. I don't know. I'm not really clear what it is that has caused my jaws to function the way they do. I just know that they do. So in the course of sleeping on my back, sleeping on my belly as a kid, boy, I loved that. And then I couldn't figure out why my pillow was always completely saturated. And then I realized it was me. I was the one. It was me. So it was me. I was drooling. It's gross. See, that's not the kind of thing that, who wants to hear about that? No one wants to hear about that. I'm telling you about that today. So I started sleeping on my back. So then, when I don't drool, I end up swallowing the saliva. Something that's not great, though, is that my nose stops producing mucus in the middle of the night. And I've called my nose. I've called my nose for comment. Let's see. I have the video from my nose. Here it is. Hello, nose.
Yes, I'm your nose.
Nose, have you made any mucus?
Mucus, we don't know what that is. We've never made it ever, and we have no recollection of any such substance ever having existed.
Okay, that's what my nose has to say. I don't agree with my nose, but that's apparently what my nose... So it's rough. I don't enjoy it. I've had this idea for a while now. For like 10 years now. And then just my life has... I've, bounced around in where I lived, and so it didn't make sense to accrue stuff. But I had this idea that I could get a hold of a massage table, and then if I could sleep on my belly, it'd be like I was a kid again, and then my jaw might hang downward just a little bit, because that's another thing. Sleeping on my back, I think there's a teeny bit of play in my jaw, and gravity moves my jaw backwards just a little bit. Whereas if I were on, this way, then it would hang down just a little bit, and perhaps, the regular flow of mucus would continue to go. And if I were on a massage table where there's an opening for your face, well, then I wouldn't be getting saliva all over my pillow or soaking my bed with boogers and disgusting things like that. Gracious me, who talks that way? People, I'm sorry you've been watching this. Take a moment. Clean out your ears. Let's get back to things. I've had that idea, but I haven't gone and gotten a massage table. So then I found one. I found one on Craigslist. No, I found one at a thrift store, and they wanted $200 for it. Well, they go for like 200 and sometimes $250 new. So I thought, well, why would I buy one at a thrift store for $200 when I could just go buy one new? And then I looked on Craigslist. There was another one. It was for sale. It's kind of an odd one. It's from the 80s. It is, ta-da, this one. You can't see the whole thing. Here's what I'll bet you can figure out. This part right here, I have it standing up. Can I show you this on the... See how it is? It's standing up. Yeah, that's... So, you know, you lie down on it. You lie... Think about it, okay? Think about it. You can see... Let's see, does that hold still? Good. You can see this part right here. This is where, like, you know, this is adjustable. There's like a, what would you call, I don't even know what you would call it. It's kind of a bracket for adjustments. It needs a little bit, it's a little broken. That's part of why it was for sale. There's a date on the bottom. It's like 1985. I thought, yeah, that looks like something from the 80s. So, you know, but I got a great deal on it because it was secondhand and the guy needed to move it. So I thought, well, for a very low price, I would be willing to take that risk. So I took that risk. I have it here. Unfortunately, here's the thing. So this opening here, this is the golden ticket, right? Because you need a place for your nose to go. That's why we don't sleep on our bellies because, you know, if you do, you have to, like, go off to the side. That's what I was saying that I think messed up my jaws. Maybe, I don't know, maybe, making up things. So if I could sleep face down with my nose, this beautiful nose. Look at that nose. It's amazing. I know. Calm down. If that nose could protrude and live in freedom instead of the tyranny of... Let's just let that idea fall away. So that's the big idea, right? So then this would be, let's see if I can... It would be like that. Okay. Here's what's the thing with this. This one is kind of like this plane. It's supporting my whole face. So the big idea, again, was so that my jaw could hang a little bit freely. And I'm going to say it, mucus could continue to come to my nose. All would be well. All would be well. What a glorious world it would be. But it's not going to work with this. So here's the thing. Could I fix this? Yes. Could I devise some new way for this to be? Yes. But am I trying to come up with new construction projects? No, I am not. Am I trying to drive for an hour down to where my brother has some tools that I could use? No, I'm not. Like, and then cart this thing around in a borrowed truck and the guy, I don't have any income. I'm an unemployed numbskull. I meant to say artist. It's still the pandemic. I don't know if it's a pandemic. Maybe it's not a pandemic anymore. Maybe everybody forgot about it. I don't know. Anyway, point is, am I trying to be like a massage bed designer, constructor? No, I'm not. I have one goofy idea that I made up that I just want to try it. I just want to try it. Imagine if it worked out that I could sleep on this and it did my jaw good. And even better, if it turned out that it was comfy to sleep on this all night long, well, then I could get rid of this silly little bed that I have here and use an even sillier, even littler, even bettier bed and sleep in that. That would be neat. So today, while I was out jogging, I had this idea. I have some jute webbing. Jute is a natural material. Think burlap. So I have some jute webbing left from a previous project, which I was going to make a video about it. And I know if you've been feeling like your life is missing something, it's that video. That is the thing that has been missing from your life. That should explain a lot to you about whatever sorrow you may experience in your own existence. Sorry, I have withheld that video. Thank God I'm telling you kind of about it now. I had this left over and I thought, well, what if I did this? Let's see if you can see it on the camera. What if I put this here? Yeah. See that? So then, because look, once you're further out here, like the material is thinner. So even coming up with great construction ideas would be, you know, less than ideal because this is where there's less support, right? And of course, this is the main thing, right? Because it has to do with this precious territory on the physical body, the neck, the jaw, this irreplaceable set of, you know, your eyes, your nose, this tooth, this one, the cute one. They're all cute. I'm kidding. So let's see. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm just telling you that I'm excited that I finally had an idea. Here we are. It's 9 minutes and 57 seconds, and I'm telling you that I'm excited I had an idea. Here's what it would be. It'd be basically my head, it lies in this little slingity sling. This is scratchy. I'd have to put something else on it. But I could finally have a way to just try my idea. I don't even know if my idea is a good idea. It might be a terrible idea. I've had so many bad ideas in my life. But a lot of ideas, you don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea until you see it through. And you just give it a shot. So, I got this last week. And then I've been kicking myself because there's no room in this little teeny house where I live. It's very crowded. And I kind of thought, like, you dingbat, here you are bringing more stuff into a crowded space. You silly person. Those were the exact words I used. I said silly person. And then myself was like, excuse me? And then my other self was like, I said silly. And then my silly self was like, ha 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 ha. That's what silly selves say. I'm not proud of that joke either. Okay. Maybe, I don't know, if the world were different, I'd be occupied in some other manner. I don't know, driving a truck, ringing a bell, swinging a hammer, just singing for freedom, starring in major comedy motion pictures. Dominating the media landscape. Oh, that's what I'm doing right now. Between us. Changing the political discourse in the Western world with the Eastern world, as well as the Northeastern world and any other worlds. Okay. That would be a different world if I lived in that world. I don't live in that world. I live in the world where I live out in the boonies, and I'm kind of lonesome, and I'm bored, and this precious territory is given to mischief and worry. But sometimes it has ideas that might be good ideas. Maybe. This being an example thereof. Who knows? Maybe that would be like, that would solve a problem. That would solve a problem that is meaningful to me, in that it has to do with my very particular interests, the care and nurture of the physical body in which I have been blessed to live, as 'twere. So, I ain't getting any younger. Uncle Don is trying to take good care of what he has. Look at that jaw. Isn't that a jaw? That's a jaw. I don't know if you could hear it pop, but I sure could. Okay, guys. This is way too long to be talking about this. It's exciting to me. I don't know if it's going to be that exciting to you. It's exciting to me. I'm going to put this out there. Maybe you have jaw issues. If you do, you probably don't want to tell me about it. I'm not a specialist. But maybe this idea will work. We'll see. Maybe I can figure out a way to take better pictures of it too. Hope you enjoyed the California poster. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful painting. It's been in my family for a long time. It's precious to me. I hope you enjoy looking at the guitar hanging on the wall and the spoon. I'm not going to tell you about that. I hope you enjoy this sweaty shirt that I've been wearing because I was working out today. Okay. Hope you're eating your vegetables. Stay strong. Brush and floss your teeth. Say your prayers. Clean your room. And wipe that look off your face